What's good, my family and my friends? I want to teach this lesson today on this topic. If it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for God, I find it very, very beautiful that God He allows us to go through times of trial and tribulation. When I was real young, you never want to go through something. You always want peace. You always want joy. You always want just peace at mind. But no, none of us want to go through something. But when I was younger, I remember I was in the same room, and but it was kind of like it was different. The structure of the room was different. I sat by my brother, and I asked my brother. I said, "Why do I still go through stuff? Why am I still sick? Why am I not healthy? Why do we not have mama? Why do we not have dad? Why are we here?" Like I asked myself this question. I said, why? Like why do we have things taken away from us? Why? And I was questioning them. And see, my brother, he broke down the divine doctrine of Christ. He broke it down to say that if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have the mind, the heart, the spirit that we manifest. We wouldn't have it. So he broke it down to me. And so you have to understand, me and my brother, we come from a highly educated foundation. None of my mom and dad's kids are dumb. None. We might do dumb things, but that's all in the DNA of humanity. No human on this planet can honestly look me in the face and say, I have not done a dumb thing in my life. That's a lie. But we might do dumb things, but we're not dumb kids. So I was just wondering, cause I broke up my scar. I said, but why do I still got this? Why? Why? So Lord, He led me to this dream last night. This dream was like this. I was preparing to move, right? Well, I told most of you, um, I'm preparing to go back home. Praise be to the Most High God. God, He's allowed me to accept a blessing, but through accepting a blessing, you have to learn a couple of lessons through accepting a blessing. So he's teaching me. He's teaching me that I can bless you. I can give you everything that you need. But see, once you go through and get the blessing, I need you to learn why you're accepting a blessing. Just don't grab the blessing. I need you to learn. So he's teaching me. But the dream was me and my divine queen, we was preparing to move. And when I got up there, I got sick. My God, I got sick. So they had to rush me to the hospital. I sat in the hospital for 2 solid months. 2 months. Sat in the hospital. Had IVs, had them pumping medication in my veins. Had to be washed over for 2 months. My mother is on the left, my queen's on the right, and all who labors with us surrounds us in deep, divine, and merciful prayer. But see, I got sick. And I remember I looked up to my queen. I said, I think this might be my last shot. But my queen being my queen, her being who she is, she's always finding a way to speak some type of faith into me. See, y'all don't understand. Like it's been so many times I walk around And in my mind, I think I just want to give up. I'm done. I am tired. I don't want to do this no more. But I'm trying to tell you the reason why I still walk around with my head held high and my chest up because of the angel of God the angel that God has manifested in my life. It's been so many times. And see, that's why I believe people try to interrupt what God has done because people see that she's my lifeline. People see. I don't depend on her. But she says the peace of mind I've been praying for all my life. So people see. If we could take her away from him, we won't have to deal with him. You don't have to deal with me now. She deals with me because that's just the type of heart that she has. That's why every time I have a post on my social media or I'm talking to one of my friends, I call her the angel of compassion. The angel of compassion because this girl, she has through everything. She should hate me. Through everything. When you put a child in a pit full of wolves, the wolves, the wolves, they're preying on they're preying on to feast. So the wolves that's surrounding this one animal, so they can tear this animal apart. But her being in a mix, I expect her to join the crowd. But she's showing me that I'm not like the crowd. I'm better than the crowd. So that's why I show so much respect to this girl because she has showed me day after day, time after time, that God works with us through mysterious ways. Just because I'm a part of the crowd, that don't mean I'm like the crowd. I'm just trying to get the crowd to realize that you're not a bad person. That's the type of heart that she has, and I respect her. That's why I told her anything I got, I don't care what it is. If I have if I have extra change, if I have some shoes, clothes, or if I got something you want, it's yours because you have shown me when I was deep the bottom of sin, when I had nothing, when I had nobody to talk to, when I had nobody to pick me up, when I had nobody to say I love you, when I had nobody to say it's gonna be okay. You thought it not robbery to speak nothing but love and peace and joy into this dead vessel. So back to the dream. I looked up at her and I told Kenzie, I said, baby, I think this is my last shot. And she looked me square in the face and said, it's gonna be okay. That's the words that gets me through day and night. Her sweet, beautiful melody of voice telling me it's gonna be okay. See, some people, I found this funny. Some people, they come and they go. Some people, they speak nothing but negativity and hatred. And I know this baby, she's hearing it all. But I asked myself, I said, I know you're hearing it. Why are you not joining them? They said I can't do it because I don't have a job, I don't have a house, I don't have a car, I don't have money. They said I can't do it. But see, the one thing they don't understand is we are two different people. The God you serve is the God I don't serve. I serve a God who is able. I serve a God who picks me up when I'm down. I serve a God who supplies me when nobody would supply me. I serve a God that would take nothing and make it into something. Like just a couple minutes ago, I had to eat. And I'm walking around the kitchen and I'm thinking about what to eat. I'm thinking about what to eat. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself what to eat. So I pull out. Ooh, I don't know what to take all those. I put out a salad. I made a salad. I took 2 bottles of water. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, what can I do with just lettuce? That's how I cut it up. I put it in the bowl with the dressing on. I said, got me a salad. I said, I need something else. Found 2 hamburgers, cooked them up. I heard my brother's here, so cooked one for him. I say that because God, when you have nothing, when you have no allies, when you have no motivation, when you're just at the bottom, when you're searching for the answers, when you're searching for you're searching for things that you need to know, that's when God is most vicious. That's when He strikes. That's when He blesses you when you're at rock bottom. See, I've learned not to search to man, but to search to the living God. I'm not worried about, because it's an old Lord saying, when your ears are itching, that's how you know somebody talking about you. And my ears been itching for the past couple weeks. So I was like, I'm being slept on because of my condition I have. See, you must understand, my brother and my devoted sister. My condition is not my conclusion. You think this is the end of me. You think that I can't take the responsibility. You think so because you're eyeballing my condition. But my condition is something that's going to set me up for my promised land. That's something you don't understand. Because you've never been in my shoes. You've never been in my shoes. Like, I can take these. These are my slides. My mom, she bought me when I was in Phoenix. I bet you if I tell you to put your foot in these, you wouldn't be able to fit them. I bet you if I tell you to put your foot in them and walk down the street, you wouldn't make it back. Because you have never been in my shoes. My condition I have now, that no job, no money, this, that. That's something I continuously hear. But see, the thing about it is, if you so-called believe in the same God I serve, don't judge me on my condition. Judge me on what I'm about to do with the condition. That's something you must understand. The condition I have is to set me up for God's tower. The condition I have is to set me up for the promised land that I'm looking at. The condition I have is not a bad condition. It's a man-held godly condition. But sometimes you don't understand about the condition because you don't have the condition I have. You might say, but well, Reverend, I have a car, I have a house, I have this, I have that, I have money, I have this, I got a beautiful this, that. You can have all of that. I'm much proud. I'm not a person to judge somebody on the condition you have. I'm the person to pray for you through your condition. I pray that you take your condition and you manifest it on the soil and pour some water in it and let the sunlight hit it so the flower can be planted and seeded. That's the condition I pray that you have. I don't judge nobody on their condition. I pray that God will use you through your condition. But see, the thing about it is, I speak that. I don't know why I can't get it back. But see, God, He laid on my heart. The reason why I don't get the same hospitality back, that's because I'm so high in life that people, they want me down where they at. They don't want me to succeed. They don't want me to be happy. They want me to be at their feet. They want to hear me asking them for things. They don't want to see me successful. But see, the thing about it is, it's recorded in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 54:17. It records, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against thee shall fall before the heads, says the Lord. Meaning, no matter what you do, you can judge me, you can be nosy, you can say I can't do this, you can call me all type of names, but like, you don't understand this. My condition now, it's setting me up for my promised land. I thank God for my sicknesses. I thank God for everything that is not of me, because if it wasn't for it, I would not be in the condition I am today. The condition is setting me up. It's giving me the strength. It's giving me the motivation that I need to step forth into my promised land. And right when I step forward in that promised land, I promise you this, and I'm saying this now and I'm saying it loud and clear, the people, my God, that is doubting me the most, I promise you, the doors of the promised land will be locked for good, for eternity. Because I believe this. If it wasn't for God, right, I wouldn't be alive. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have the opportunity to get up and walk around, talk. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have a beautiful angel. If it wasn't for God, I would never have graduated high school. If it wasn't for God, I would never have learned from the 5-year mistake. If it wasn't for God, I would never have had a beautiful, devoted mother. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't ever have had a beautiful family. If it wasn't for the grace of God, I would never have made it this far. If it wasn't for God. I never would have made it if it wasn't for God. He's my rock. He's my shield. He's everything. If it wasn't for God. God is just a man of promise. And I love God to death. Because think of it like this, my brothers and sisters. God, whoo, he's real. And I sit here and I think about it. And this is just like my high school experience. Like I had to sign contracts. I had my own people say I wouldn't be nothing. This, that. It took my mother. I mean, what to break it down, Monica Green, my mother, my mama. It took her. Woo! She had to pray for me. She had to really restore the love and grace towards me. She had to really put it in my system that you are being set up for your promised land. And I can't wait because God knows I have faced all type of demons. I have faced addiction. But God has set me up for a promised land that no man or woman could understand because they can't fit the shoes that God has blessed me with. I'm not worried no more. Like people say and think what they want, but at the end of the day, God has showed me this. When I was going through high school, right? I had a rack of people saying I would never graduate because I was so into women. I was so into women. And see, the thing about it is, I was into them, but I never really had intercourse. So, I was sitting there thinking to myself, I said, I'm actually being told I'm not going to be nothing because of this. But see, you have to understand, I came in the room and I got to praying to God. God, he heard my deepest divine cry. So he said, I'm about to set you up in front of the people who broke you up. So he said, let me show you something. He took that 1.0 GPA. He said, you see this? You're going to carry this GPA for a couple more years. But right when you hit that point I need you to hit, I'm going to set you up. And when I set you up, it's going to be a big old table. At this table, it's going to be a big old table. But at this table, it's going to be a divine, beautiful feast. And right when you feast, all your enemies is going to be at this table. So once they're sitting at this table, you're going to have to eat. You're going to have to eat. You're going to have to eat. But it's not going to be spiritual. It's not going to be food, physical food. It's going to be spiritual food. But see, the table can't be set if you're not at that table. So he said, I need you to go take a seat at the end of the table. So he put me at the end. And I promise you, my brothers and sisters, it was 30 souls around this table just looking at me. And each soul I looked at, I could name each person that's at this table. And God said, you see something, right? These are the people who said you wouldn't be nothing. These are the people who plotted against you. These are the people who said you wouldn't be nothing. These are the people who called you a nigga. These are the people who called you a Negro. These are the people who crucified you. These are the people who said you won't be shit. But I want you to tell you this, my brothers and my sisters, that at the table, God is going to put something in your spirit. Right when he puts it in your spirit, the people going to look at you and they're going to want to attack. They're going to want to speak judgment to you. But see, the shackles that they put around you, it's going to be around their bodies. They can't move. They can't talk because the shackles is going to be around them. The table, God's going to set you up in front of the people who broke you up. My God. So after I graduated, I had a 1.0. That 1.0 steadily went up to a 2.0. 2.0 went to 2.30. 2.30 went to 3.0. 3.0 went to 3.45. Then by God's grace, the whole 2017 year, I was awarded from January to December. That's the type of God I serve. The type of God I serve is when I'm actually down and out. He picks me up. He dusts me off. He points me in the right direction. And he puts me on my way. That's the type of God I serve. If it wasn't for God. So I'm not worried. God has instructed his woman servant to really show me the way. I'm woke. Stronger than ever. Yeah, I have my days that I don't feel the best. But as long as I'm still breathing and walking, I'm going to be doing the will and the work of God. If it wasn't for God. But may the love and peace be with you guys until the end of time. I love you all so much. I like talking to you guys because I know y'all pay attention to me. Y'all understand me. But thank you guys. I'm going to eat and I'm going to pack a little bit. And for the rest of them, I'm just going to meditate. Love you guys. Bye-bye.